Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andrew Davis. Welcome to Big Boy Card Collecting, and I have been waiting for this for a while. Not a big while, but a while enough where the Knicks did win the championship, and I do have these right here, which are Knick team sets. So whenever a team, whether it's baseball, other sports, wins a championship, Topps does a team set. Now, Topps just got the license back for the NBA. So the Knicks are the first team that Topps is doing it with, but they've done it with the Texas Rangers. They've done it with the Dodgers. They've done it with a few other teams. I'm sure they've done it with the Braves. And so this is the first one. So the way it works with this set is that there are 15 cards here that are all the same, covering every player on the New York Knicks. And then there is either a short print special edition, a parallel number card, an autograph, or an autograph relic card in here. And a little bit of background. So there's a bunch of these printed. They're trading for all sorts of money here. There is a limited five, not five, unlimited one with all five of the starters on it that everybody wants. There's stuff with Brunson, stuff with Cat. So we're gonna open it up. I got three of these for us to break, and let's see what we pull here. And they do run about $80 when they first came out. And so here we go with the first set right here. And we're going to see what we pull. We're going to see what we pull here. So obviously we got Jalen Brunson, the captain. We got Josh Hart right here for you. We got OG Anunoby. We got Mikal Bridges. And we got Cat, which is the starting five right here. We got Landry Shamet right there for you. We got Miles McBride or Deuce McBride right there on the finals. We got some good old Mitchell Robinson, who's no longer with us on the team. We got Jose Alvarado. He's still with us on the team. I'm not too sure Jordan Clarkson is still on the team with us, but obviously Jordan Clarkson. Become Datet right there for you. Knicks are really big on Tyler Kolek, who's still on the team. Ariel Hakporte, I believe, is on the 76ers for you. And then we got Muhammad Diawara, who is a rookie. So it is a rookie of his. So it is a cool card. It is a rookie finals card. And then we got Jeremy Solhan right there for you. And there we go. And so those are the five. And then we got good old Mitchell Robinson, championship card 8, short print variation, Mitchell Robinson holding the title. Maybe it's a $25, $30 card. So all together in this pack, we're looking maybe, if we sell this stuff, depending on who it is, maybe we're looking at about 80 to 100. Not horrific, not great after eBay fees. We're breaking just about even, but it's not bad. It's not bad on that one. We got two more. Obviously, you want an order, you want a numbered card. Short print variations, it's always complicated because if 20,000 of these are printed and you're guaranteed a short print variation, the short prints almost have what, a 3 to 4 ratio against some other stuff. So yeah, it's always complicated when you have a lot of cards printed here. But here we go. So we're gonna see what we got. We're gonna see what we got here. I'm gonna go through this pretty quickly because the same cards for you. And then we got this guy right here, Jose Alvarado, short print variation. So pretty cool right there. Obviously, he's holding the trophy. He's holding the flag because I think he's from Puerto Rico. So we got that one right there. So that's a good one right there for you. Again, it's very complicated with these short prints. And I do think Topps needs to figure it out because part of the problem here is that if 20,000 cards are printed or there's 24,000 of these sets printed and there's only so many autographs in the set, while the short prints in theory are more limited than a traditional set because there's a guaranteed short print. So, there's going to be less short prints than the regular Jose Alvarado card. I do think there is something to be said, though, where if there is, let's say, for lack of a better word here, 24,000, there's 15 players, each of them has a short print variation, each of them has a parallel limited down to 99. all the way down off the top of my head. Let's just argue that there's 200 parallels. So there's 3,000 parallels. There's autos in there. So let's say we have 4,000 numbered cards and everybody's guaranteed at least a short print variation. There's 20,000. If there's 24,000 or even 18,000, there is in theory, you know, 14 to 20,000 short print variations, and there'll be 24,000 of the base of Alvarado, but a short print variation a minus. So we're talking like 6,000 of a card in a short print variation. Still a 30, 25, $30 card, but it does raise questions on exactly what constitutes a short print variation for us. So I think these are valid questions. Is the point I'm making? Um, so here we go. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Uh, Going through it pretty efficiently here. Um, and yeah, we got another short print Mitchell Robinson. Um, Not complaining because I'll sell it. It's a 30, maybe $40 card. Obviously he's going to the Celtics, pivotal pet player on the Knicks. Really cool for you. I think I'll do all right with it. I think, 25, $30. But it does raise questions about these cards exactly on, what is constituted a short print variation. I mean, we go through this and I think that there's some validity and some reasonable discussions here that can be engaged in, for lack of a better word here, because if there's 6,000 of a card, it's still a low print run number, but 6,000 cards is still a lot of cards out there. So there's 6,000 of those Mitchell Robinsons, or even 4,000. I don't know the full extent. Because let's say there's 4,000 numbered auto cards. After that, what happens as a result of that is I think that you can make it 15 if everybody has a short print. I'm gonna look it up right now how many are prints. So bear with me while I look it up, everybody, because I think this is a validity and a valid position here because we're gonna do math live on this video because I think that there is something to be spoken about here on this, and I want to make sure I'm right. So on the championship set, right? So on the championship set, there's 65,941 printed. So out of the numbered serialized cards, pretty much there is probably about 300, give or take. There's 99, 73, 50, 25. So that's 91 right there for those, plus 73 would bring it up to 164 plus two 263 per player times 15. So off the top of my head, right? I'm doing math live. I'm pulling out a calculator. So we got two we got 264, right? So we got 264, I believe is the number, times 15 for the numbered cards. So that's 3,960. Okay. So 3,960 going into 65,000 on a numbered position means that per set's printed, right? So pretty much that means we'll be generous. So 65,941, I believe is what I said. Divide that by 3,960. That means that 1 out of every 16 packs is pulling a parallel. That means that out of those, so to go backwards here, right? So 65 941 packs sold minus 3,960 means that there is 981 minus divide that by 15. Every player has 4,132, give or take, short print runs. So they have 4,000 short print runs, give or take, for every player. I mean, this is my argument though, is that that doesn't seem like a short print variation. That just seems like an additional card being printed, right? And that's my criticism of these, is that there's 4,000 of these. That's not a short print variation. And it's not a super short print variation either if there is 4,000 of these printed. And I think it's a fair criticism, and not to sound negative because I'm still happy and I'm going to make money with these sets. But I think there's a fair criticism to be made that after you reach a certain amount of cards printed, it's no longer a short print variation anymore. And I think that there's some validity to be said here, right? I mean, because the short print runs have almost the same, numbered as the parallels, but I think it's a complicated issue, right? Because I don't consider 4,000 or 4,500 cards printed to be a short print run variation. It is a tops now order in many regards. And I think that it's an issue in certain situations with it. And I think it's a little disingenuous of tops. I would much rather if they extended the parallel count, or they limited the purchasing ability of these cards so that it caps out at, so everybody gets a parallel numbered card. And I think that there are some fair arguments to be made here, because while there's really cool cards that are like 1 out of 5 and all that stuff, and I'm not expecting to hit a banger, it is a little annoying when you're spending $240, or even if you're spending $800 and you don't hit a parallel, it's a lot of money. And a short print variation, when it has 4,000, 4,000, 4,500. I mean, that's a lot of cards out there of that Mitchell Robinson. So, and furthermore, it's a little bit disappointing too that I got two of the same card. I mean, granted, I've only spent $80 per pack, and I'm happy that I spent it because the Knicks don't win every single time. But I do think there is some fair criticisms of it. But I think it's a cool set. I think the set in the long run will go up in value. I think these 15 cards are going to go up in value, because, well, it's the first Knicks title in 53 years. Is Brunson's first title. This was a magical Knick team, in that regard. But I do think there is some fair criticism when Topps does stuff like this. And I'm not here to attack Topps. I've been treated well by Topps, but I do think that there is some fair discussions to be had here. But again, I'm not overly complaining. I'm pretty stoked about it. Was happy to open these up. I mean, they got really cool packaging and everything. Very cool. That one was not done right. This is much better. The way this looks, very cool. Like the packs for it, all that stuff. So, that's the whole thing. But I do think it needed to be said, what I just said. And I think that there's fair discussions here. But again, I don't run Tops. If I had my way, I would have capped this out. And I would have actually charged $100, and I would have had a cap on it. Um, and I think a short print variation is really should be like 2,000 cards at the max, because 4,000 doesn't really seem like much. I mean, I get that there's 65,000 of this card out there. I get that. I understand that completely, right? So, or let's pull this off right here. So, um, yeah, we'll use this as, so there is 65,000 of this up there, and then the short print variation of Mitchell Robinson, there's 4,000. I get there's a big difference between those two numbers. Completely get that. But I do think that 4,000 is still a large number. I think it's a large number for cards. 65,000 is a large number too, but 4,000 is not. I mean, 4,000 and 65,000 are in two different neighborhoods, but 4,000 cards is a lot of cards still for a short print variation. Again, I'm a believer that it's supposed to be more limited, right? That's my criticism of it. But again, no complaints. I'll sell that Dennis Robinson for 30, maybe $40 if I get lucky on a good day. I think I'll do it right with it. I'll probably keep the Jose Alvarado. I'm probably gonna sell some of these cards. I already sold a bunch of them for a good amount of money. So, I'm gonna do it right with this stuff. I'm gonna do it right with this stuff. So again, not to be too negative, not to complain, not to, have the negative train. It is Knicks stuff, it is championship stuff. It's awesome. And I think in a nice collection in my binder, it's gonna look beautiful in my basketball collection stuff. So pretty happy about it. Pretty happy about it. And I think that looking back in 20 years from now, I think these cards are going to just do fine. They're going to do just fine. I'm not worried about the price on them at the moment. But yeah, that's kind of just my take. Wanted to crack this open, share it here because I like sharing cards. I like cracking open cards. I like talking about cards, and I appreciate everybody watching it and checking it out. Whether you're seeing this on replay, it's just out there, and I'm going to be doing it anyway. So I figured I would share what I'm doing regardless, so that you all can see what I do, get, and we have discussions about it. And so thank you so much for watching. And before I go, I do want to remind everybody that I do have an eBay store. Pop Anime Comics Collectibles. Come shop with us on eBay. A lot of cool stuff's up there. Some of these cards are probably gonna be up there. And I've been saying it for a while. I got a lot of cool stuff up there. So if you're looking for cool stuff, basketball, WNBA, comic book stuff, pop Funkos, pop culture, got you covered. So come to my store, look through it, make me offers. If I don't like the offer, I'm just gonna say no, thank you. I don't bite. The worst thing I'm gonna say is I just can't do your price. I feel you. And then furthermore, I've been saying it for a long time. Is that if you go through my store, you are not finding what you're looking for, shoot me a message because I may have it. It just might not be listed. If I got it, I'll list it for you. If I don't have it, I got a lot of friends in the industry and I'm happy to send you to the right person to get what you want. So feel free to shoot me a message, links down below. And thank you so much for watching, everybody. And I will catch you in my next video.